The arena lights would come on and thousands of people would stop everything just to see those giants come on the court. Before social media, before high-definition videos, there were legends that were known only from the stories told from generation to generation. Old photos, some worn out by time, but which still carry the emotion of an unforgettable era of basketball. Michael Jordan flying through the air as if defying gravity. Magic Johnson dishing out impossible passes while drawing cheers from the crowd. Larry Bird played with calm, precision, and a confidence that intimidated any opponent. And when the camera recorded those moments, no one imagined that decades later these images would become true treasures of nostalgia. The courts had a different climate. The noise of sneakers on the wooden floor, the old luminous scoreboards, the classic uniforms, transmissions with grainy image. Everything seemed simpler, but at the same time more legendary. Each photo keeps a story. Impossible victories, historical rivalries, plays that made entire arenas explode. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar dominating the jug with his legendary skyhook. Wilt Chamberlain looking like a giant impossible to stop. Julius Erving bringing style and creativity to the courts. And perhaps the most amazing of these pictures, it's noticing how fast time has passed. The young people who crowded the stands at that time, today, they show these images to children and grandchildren because basketball was never just a sport. It was an event, a passion, a ritual that united entire families in front of television. Children imitated the movements of their idols in the streets, in schools, in the neighborhood blocks, and even without internet, no cell phones, these legends were already giants. Each photograph seems to freeze a piece of history. The smiles after a win, the silence before a decisive throw, the emotion stamped on the face of the fans. And when we look at these old images, we don't just see players. We see a whole season, an era where basketball built heroes that seemed eternal. Shaquille O'Neal breaking charts with his absurd strength. Kobe Bryant training like few others and inspiring millions of fans around the world. Legends that have transformed the sport into something much bigger than a simple game. Maybe that's why these photos remain so special. Because they remind us of when basketball was pure feeling, pure emotion, pure memory. And in the end, some images age, but the legends, those never go away. The decades have changed. Gyms have become more moderna. Cameras have evolved. But there is something in these old photos that no technology can replace. The feeling of seeing the birth of history. In many of these images, the players did not even imagine that their names would be remembered forever. They were just living in the moment, sweating on the court, hearing the crowd scream, fighting for each point as if it were the last. Hakeem Olajuwon leaving opponents lost with his impossible moves in the bottle. Scottie Pippen defending every shot with absurd intensity. Charles Barkley playing with strength, race, and unique personality. And maybe that's exactly what makes these images so powerful. They don't look perfect. Many are blurred. Others have faded colors. Some were taken in simple moments. But it is precisely this imperfection that makes everything seem more true. Because those photos weren't meant to go viral. They were made to hold memories. Memories of a time when basketball was growing before the eyes of the world. The rivalries of that era were intense. Every match felt like a battle. There was no room to give up. When two giants faced each other, the whole world stopped to watch. Dennis Rodman diving to the ground behind every rebound. Allen Iverson changing the style of basketball on and off the court. Tim Duncan showing that even silence could dominate an entire match. The photos also show something that time has never been able to erase. The excitement of the fans. Fans holding handmade posters. Kids wearing huge shirts of their idols. Whole families vibrating together in the stands. It was more than entertainment. It was part of life. And today, when looking at these old images, it is impossible not to miss a time that seemed more magical. Even who never lived those years. You can feel the energy in those photos, because great legends leave marks that cross generations. And as long as these images continue to exist, these stories will never be forgotten. Each photograph is like a window into the past, a reminder that there was a generation of players who helped turn basketball into a worldwide phenomenon. And maybe, many years from now, someone still look at these pictures and feel exactly the same emotion that we feel today. There's something almost silent about these old images, a kind of emotion that doesn't need narration. No need for effects. You don't even need music. Just look, the glow of the lights reflecting on the court floor. Photographers huddled near the basket, the faces concentrated before the start of the match. Everything seems to carry the weight of an unforgettable era. At that time, basketball was built game after game. No shortcuts, no facilities. Legends were born in pressure. Karl Malone facing exhausting nights inside the jug. Patrick Ewing representing an entire city on the court. Reggie Miller silencing entire gyms with decisive shots. And when we see these pictures today, it seems that we are leafing through a forbidden sports album. Moments that happened too fast, but that they were eternal in a simple click. Some images show players smiling after a historic victory. Others register tiredness, the sweat, the pain of a difficult defeat, because the past wasn't perfect. And maybe that's exactly what makes it so special. The rivalries were real. Emotions seemed more intense. And each match had a different feeling. People weren't just watching the game. They lived the game. The children dreamed of one day stepping on that court. The sneakers worn by the players became a fever in the streets. The posters on the walls, the collectible cards, the old video games. Everything helped turn those athletes into true cultural icons. David Robinson dominating the defense with impressive presence. Clyde Drexler gliding around the court with unique elegance. John Stockton proving that intelligence could also control an entire game. And even decades later, these photos continue to arouse something difficult to explain. Maybe nostalgia, maybe admiration. Maybe I miss a time that seems simpler. Why sport changes, generations change, but certain images remain eternal. They cross time, and every time someone looks at these photographs, it's like the arenas are getting crowded again, as if the sound of cheering echoed again, as if those legends were still on the court, ready for another historic night. And in the background, maybe they never left,